weapon of mass destruction is human.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Thank you all for being here. Great crowd as always. We're going to do a little couple of tunes here that I like to always dedicate to my mom and to Eileen, my fantastic and amazing moderator. Let's put these over here. There we go. So how is everybody doing on Monday? Hope you're all doing great. I'm going to start from here and go backwards. So we have AMC in the house. We have Eileen in the house. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And if anybody else cares to color up the chat, you can give as little or as much as you like. And you don't have to, but it is definitely appreciated. Takes care of the picks and strings and things. Because even though I'm endorsed by companies, I don't get stuff for free. And very, very few people do. There are some seriously famous people who still pay for all their gear. Yeah. So let's see. Let's have a little sip tonight. I have merch if you want to support. Merch. There's merch. Yep. Ah, very good. Little mushroom blend. Hey, Madison, what's going on? Mason, sorry. Hey, Mason. Yeah, Ozzy. Such a huge bummer, man. I spent so many hours figuring out Black Sabbath and Ozzy with Randy Rhoads, Ozzy with Brad Gillis, Ozzy with Jakey Lee. And then I kind of lost interest. Some Ozzy with Zakk Wylde. I know people are going to freak out about that, but I'm not a huge fan of Zakk, but he's great. I do like a handful of tunes. Super chat. Will this buy a pick? I hope so. Yeah. These are my custom picks that I've had made. They have my VG logo and me playing a Parker Fly, and they're about 75 cents. So I can get 2.5. So thank you. I appreciate it. It is greatly appreciated. Let's see. We have Brenda in the house. Brenda. There she is. And Time Surfing Alien. Haha, there we go. Super chat. Signature or mag. Every good paratrooper has both. Sig or mag, yes. Oh, my goodness. So I hope everybody's having a good week. It is seriously hot out there. Please stay hydrated, everybody. So this is the time of night where I do a couple of tunes for Mom and Eileen and whoever else. I used to dedicate this also to our buddy Rich, who passed away last month. So, yeah, it goes out to a lot of people. Been an interesting month, that's for sure. So someone asked for Crazy Train, someone asked for Ozzy. We'll see about that. Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, yeah, he passed away too. So many great musicians, and personal losses as well. So yeah, it's been quite the year. But anyway, let's get into the playing here. So we're going to do this one that I used to do with Lou Palo. This is a new one for the channel, but I played it many times with Lou. And this one is called The Karaoke. I forget who it's by, but it's, oh my goodness. I totally can't remember who it's by. But we're going to do it on Lou's guitar. We're going to do them both on Lou's guitar. So I used to play with Lou, the man, Lou Palo from the Les Paul Trio every week. He was awesome. And he would come to my gigs. Yeah. Vince, be careful playing Ozzy. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm kind of skeptical about doing it. Because the copyright stuff. And the other thing is I don't have a track, and I'm trying to stay away from playing to the actual tracks, because that's where you get in trouble. You can cover it, and you can play it with a cover band. You just can't play it to the track. To the actual track. Yeah. So this tune here... Uh-oh. Silly me. There we go. Alright, so this one's called The Karaoke. I'll come back and address everybody in a little bit. Take Two drum covers is here. Kubrick Lover is here. Colonel Panic is here. Hello. Awesome. Thank you all for coming by. It is Monday night, and we're having a good time. Let's see. Let's back up a pinch. You guys are awfully chatty. I appreciate it. So, Tone 13 is here. Rhodey's Jam Cave. Miss Brienne. Hello, hello. Mr. Hubs was in the house. He has some holiday thing going on with his family, so he may or may not be back, which is fine. Totally understand. Mom is here. And who else? Who else? Let's zip through here as fast as possible. Mike and Dawn, hello. Did I miss somebody? I'm sorry if I miss anybody. It's tough to keep up with everything. Mr. Formiati. Chat anxiety. Vanessa, my sister. There she is. Hello, Vanessa. Let's see. Ben. Hello, Ben. Good evening, my brother. Can you do Crazy Train for Ozzy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust the copyright peeps, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Hello, Florida Claimers, Ted. Okay, hi. Interesting name. All right. We have Time Surfing Alien. All right, awesome. Okay, let's see. I think I got it. Oh, nope. See, just when I think I got everybody, I missed someone. There's Ray. Hello, Ray. Thank you all again for being here. That's just a handful of folks that I can grab here quickly. All right, let's jump to the front of the chat. There we go. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know who your mama is? Well, hopefully she's still here and listening. So we have 2 songs for Mom and for Eileen. All right, here we go. Alrighty. A twofer from my buddy Lou Palo. A little Over the Rainbow, a little karaoke. That goes out to Mom, Eileen, and anybody who needs some brightness in their day. Hope all has been good. Oh yeah. But I'm not gonna be doing the Crazy Train thing because can't trust the copyright. I was gonna do War Pigs, but again, just can't trust the copyright thing. Thank you all who put up the rainbows in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mom. Have a good night. Ah, hey. Lori's in the house. Just having a snack. Then I'll be back. Hey, that rhymes. Oh, hey, look at that. A super chat from Miss Brienne. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome. So let's tally up. Let's see who gave all right, yeah. There we go. Eileen gave a super chat. Let's end July with a super chat train. Hop on. Yes, please. That would be awesome. And thank you for the super chat, Wixom01. Thank you. Tone13. Thank you. Every good paratrooper has both SIG or MAG. Yeah. And then we have Miss Brienne. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate the super chats. It helps. Every little bit helps. James is in the house. Hello, James. Ah, yes. It's crazy how everyone can put out shorts, but streaming gets you in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just put out a bunch of shorts of Aussie tunes, you know. But it seems like everybody's doing that. But then again, it's not me putting it out. Hey, 1010. 1010. 1010. All right. Hope everybody's having a great week, regardless of all the weirdness going on. Oh, we have to do this the right way. I'm just taking sips here. And things aren't happening. Hey, look at that. Hugh Caldwell is in the house, popping in to like and say hello. Have to get to bed early for appointment. Go Vince. Well, thanks, Hugh. Thank you for being here. Hugh and Lori have a collab out on their channels, so check it out. Hugh's an awesome guitar player, and Lori plays piano and sings. So does Hugh, sings too. But go check him out with Lori. She's jamming on the keys. That's her thing. And speaking of her thing, yeah, she gave me the spoon. And she actually bought some of my merch, so thank you. And we're going to do the clankety-clickety tinkle-tinkles. Little spoon in the glass, which always goes out to Gary Hubbs. There we go. And the slurp for my good friend Anthony. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. AMC, will you please talk about the guitar on the wall and maybe play it for us? Yeah, maybe I can do that. Won't be able to play a track to it because it's down-tuned, and it's not in tune currently. The strings are shot, so I have to get it reset up and restrung, and it's not an easy job because it's a special guitar. It utilizes the thank you, Eileen. PayPal tips appreciated. Yes, definitely appreciate it. And please do family and friends if you do anything through PayPal and or Venmo. But that guitar has the what's that called? It's not the trans trem, but it's the tremolo from the Steinberger guitars, because that guitar is actually a Steinberger at heart, and he glued all the crazy parts to it. Yeah, but mine is actually a mold. The original one that he built for Steve Vai is like that. Yeah. If you're on Facebook, please comment. But actually, you can comment all you want, and I probably still won't see it because the app is so annoying. So please come over to YouTube, Facebook people. Facebook people, come on over to YouTube. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Eileen, again for the merch link. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll bring it down. That's what we'll do. All right. So now let's see what was next. Let me see what time it is first. Okay. So this is what we'll do. Let's put this over here. Zip, zip. All right. I will put you guys on pause for a moment and grab that guitar. And then we'll talk about it, and I'll just do a little jamming on it. But I don't think it's in tune enough to play a song. Yeah. So don't move. I'll be right back. All right. So this was the artwork that the fan of Steve's drew. And it's on the Ultrazone album. It's not exactly in tune, like I said. But it's pretty cool. This is called the Ultrazone guitar. It's made by Alistair Hay. And it lights up. How cool is that? Alistair Hay is the guy who designs the Emerald guitars. If you look at it, it changes color in the light. Pretty wild, right? Look at that. And it has lasers built in, which you can't see unless I shine them back there. Yeah. Oopsie. Messing everything up. Oh my god. Yeah, lasers. Oh, yeah. So this was a gift from my beautiful wife that passed away 2 weeks ago, on July 15th. So she got me this guitar as a gift, and we went out to Ireland to hang out with Alistair and Steve Vai and the band. It was a pretty awesome trip. Anyway, it is carbon fiber, stainless steel frets. It's unbelievable, and it sounds really great. Yeah, I wish I could do something on here for you guys, but it's definitely in need of a setup and new strings. This one's tough to get to. Don't think I can get it. Yeah, that one's impossible to tune. I don't know how he did it. All right, come on. I'm certainly not sending it back to Alistair to set up, that's for sure, because it has to go back to Ireland. Yeah. But I'll play you some stuff on it. Hopefully. Oops, let's turn that around. It's a very comfortable guitar to stand with, that's for sure. Hey! Whoops, what happened there? Are we back? Are we on? Everything cool? Yeah, I guess we're good. All right, Cousin Mark is in the house. Hello, Cousin Mark. And thank you, Shell, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah. So this is the Ultra Zone guitar. Pretty crazy guitar. It's a pretty crazy guitar. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it's got a great tone to it. This is crazy awesome. Well, thanks. It's definitely a really cool sounding guitar. It sounds great. So here. So that was the neck pickup. This is the middle pickup. And here's the... oh, that was the middle pickup and the neck pickup. Here is the middle pickup alone. So that's the middle pickup and the bridge pickup now. And then here is the bridge pickup by itself. Yeah, it's tuned down to like C. It's really low. It's definitely tuned down, but it lights up. Is that cool or what? Let's see if we can do a little. It's not. There we go. Gonna stay on. Gonna make sure that stays on. Okay. Let's see if we can shut the lights off and see how this looks on the wall. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Well, that was fun until the strap fell off. This guitar has a very weird design where the strap is, so you need a special strap for it. And apparently that's not handy. So this strap we cannot use. Bye-bye. Yeah. So that is the Ultra Zone guitar. And there you have it. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Little heavy tune that I've been working on. Yeah, alright, anyway. Who else jumped in here that I might have missed? Not sure. Let's see, let's roll back a bit. Yeah. Martin Murray. Hello. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Looks long. That's what she said. Yeah, this thing is crazy. This thing is amazing. It is long. It has this death spike and this arrowhead in which you can hang it and display it. But I didn't want to mess up the paint by having a hook here. Even if it was a felt hook, I just didn't want to mess it up. So I put it up there. Yeah. So, yes it would, right, James? Doom metal. Yes. Yeah, it's a very cool guitar. And of course, reminds me of Wendy. So another really cool guitar that Wendy got for me. It was really for us, this one. More of a display piece. And like I said to anyone who missed it, it's the artwork from the Steve Vai album Ultrazone. And Steve signed that for me, actually. He signed this, oh my God, a million years before, I'm pretty sure, before we met him. He signed the guitar, and the back is really awesome. Let's unplug that. So he signed the back, and I wanted Alistair to sign it right here, but Alistair wouldn't sign it right there. He signed the inside. So that's annoying, because I really wanted Alistair on here too, because this is a piece of art. If you look at the paint, it changes color. See that? Look at that. That is cool. I mean, it just doesn't get much cooler than that. It goes green to like a reddish, brownish. It's amazing. So anyway, hey, Lily Pillies is in the house. What's up? Let's not hit this on anything. Gotta watch these points are dangerous. There's another one here. But yeah, it's after the artwork that the fan drew for Steve, and then Steve used it as his backdrop for his concert for this tour. And that's when I had him sign the CD. I think this was, I don't know, 1998? Maybe? No. Was it 98? Yeah, it was something like that. But anyway, I got him to sign it then, and then Wendy and I went to Ireland to meet with Alistair and pick this up and go see Steve Vai at the venue and in which Alistair, the guitar builder, saw Steve play. It was called Vicar Street. So if anybody's familiar with Dublin, Ireland, that's where we were. Vicar Street. It's a really cool place to see a band. Yeah. And Steve came out, and he was wearing this insane outfit. He looked like an alien. He came out with this guitar. He had lasers on each of his hands. He just looked like a complete alien. It was this wild outfit. And he had this mask over his head. He couldn't even see what he was doing, but he killed it. He played on this guitar, the Ultrazone song. And before and after the show, we got to hang out with Steve and the band, which was really a fun time. And Alistair was a complete, genuine, awesome dude. Alistair Hay, the builder for Emerald Guitars. This was the first guitar that he built. That was what got him into guitar building, was seeing Steve Vai play at Vicar Street. Thank you, Eileen. Oh, why didn't I go up there? There we go. Yeah, so let's see. JV is here. Oopsie. It's moving around. Hello, JV. Let's see who else is hanging out. Robbie, hello. What's going on, Robbie? Come on. Okay, why is it being that way? Why can't I click on your comment? Let's try that again. Nope. There he is. Haha. Robbie, what's going on? All right, so let me put this back. And yes, there are slots open. So if anybody's interested in guitar lessons, please send me a message through my website. It's been weird. So I know a couple people have contacted me through the website. And it's odd. I saw them once. I have to figure out where the heck they went. It's this whole new system, so yeah. How many frets? This is 24. So it's a 24 fret guitar because that's what Steve plays. That's all he does is the 24 fret thing. Yep. Sunshine Archer, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And good to see you all. Shell is driving home. All right. Be safe driving. I'm going to play some tunes as soon as I put this guitar back. So we'll call this the intermission section. The halfway point, which it actually is. It's 10:30 already. We have 570 comments, 5 super chats. You guys and gals are awesome. So keep up the chatting, please. Yeah, and that would be awesome. Yes, and I'm gonna start taking requests for tunes, and if you want to sponsor a tune, we can talk about it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I have a whole plan for that, actually. Yep, it'll be a certain price depending on if I use live musicians or if I do it myself, preferably live musicians. And then the concept is going to be that the person that wants to have the shout out and the request, that person will get the song, and not only will I do it on the show, but I'll also do a separate standalone video of that particular song. And then whatever we make on that video, I will split half after the band gets paid. So it'll be almost like a fifth member, or if there's 6 people in the band. Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a full production crazy thing, and it'll be pretty fun. Which guitar is next? Well, I think maybe because we have this guitar here. Hey, Pookie, what's up? I think because I have this guitar here, that I will pull out the other guitar that was actually Wendy's and do a couple of other tunes that I usually do with that particular guitar. So give me a moment because I have to put this back. Okay. Be back in a few. Alrighty. I like this. It matches my shirt. Alright. Hope you're all doing well. What's this? JB, you asked what guitars. I asked him to tell you about his custom guitar that he tried to throw out my second floor window. Oh my god, yes. I have to restring that because I really do want to use it. I love that guitar, and it plays amazing. So, yeah, I got to get that all ready to go. So this one is the pre-pandemic Panther Pink Wendy Pasechnik Pia. And this thing is beautiful. This was Wendy's guitar. And, yeah, pretty awesome. So, let's get into doing some playing. I am going to do... Where is it? You know what I usually do, all you people who hang here on a regular basis. Whenever I have this guitar, I do a certain tune. And I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. All right. We're going to do... Let's put that there. Awesome. Let's move that up to where it needs to be. All right. Now we're in the right spot. All right, so we're going to do this original called Take You There on this guitar, and then we're going to do Highway Star. Yeah. Vince, again, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Star Spangled Banner. I could do that. Sure. Hey, yes, and Robbie. I'll do SWAT too. Yeah. All right, so let's get some playing happening. Here we go. Yes, sir. Highway Star's coming. All right, that one was for Eileen. And that was Take You There. All right. Little spoon action for Gary Hubbs. That middle section when I pointed, that's for Gary. Little tinkle, tinkle, little spoon. And this is the spoon, one of many that Lori's Mishmash gave me. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, you're welcome, Eileen. Hey, Coldacre's here. What's up, man? Good to see you. Alrighty. That's right. We have a whole thing with the mug and the slurp. Can't forget the slurp. And the spoon. Yeah, there you go. I think I covered everything. I hope so. All right. What are you guys talking about? Kramer guitars. I have an original Kramer Pacer Deluxe from 1982. The Pink Pia should be dedicated to Wendy only. Yes, just saying. Yeah, well, that's next. I'm actually doing Highway Star, and this always goes out to Wendy. I can't just play one song on this guitar. No way. This guitar is amazing. Gotta play it on more than one song. Yeah, but I understand. I get you. Trust me, there isn't a minute that doesn't go by that I don't think of Wendy. Not 1 minute. You have no idea. And I'm not going to be a jerk about it, but unless you've walked in my shoes, you have no idea. So let's just leave it at that. All right. So anyway, Highway Star. Because that's next, and that always goes out to Wendy. And for sure. Because this was actually our wedding song, because Wendy was a cool chick. She loved rock and roll and metal. Her favorite bands were Judas Priest, Ozzy. Oh, I just got an idea. I could probably, maybe what I'll do is for next week, I will rip the video. There's a video of Wendy singing Crazy Train on my YouTube channel. What I should do is I should pull out the guitar and play to that, because that's a cover. I won't get a copyright notice from them, like a strike or a takedown. It's just playing the darn original tune. Can't play the song. Can't play to the song. Because that's actually the record company. That's the record company going after YouTubers. So if you play a cover without playing to the song, you can do that. But you can't play directly to the song. That would be a no-go. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Eileen. Yes. Thank you, Robbie. Yes, sir. Haha. They were all Wendy's favorites. You know, it's like there wasn't one that she didn't like. You know, especially all the stuff on my Monday night show. You know, there wasn't one tune she didn't like. Yeah, so it's kind of tough to not to not even think of her. You know, it's crazy. So like everything, you know, if you go back, I found ooh, I need to charge my phone. My first videos, and Wendy's in the background. You can hear her talking. She used to sit down here with me. So if anybody's interested in hearing Wendy, you know, they took them all down. But no, if you go back to the first few videos of lives on YouTube, she's on there. You'll hear her. She even shows up every now and then. So go replay them and look for Wendy. And then leave a comment. That would be a cool little project for people. Val, what's up? Good to see you. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out that video of her singing Crazy Train, and I'm going to pull my own guitar out of the mix, and then I'm going to play to that. And then they can't give me a strike. They could just give me a copyright notice, which I get tons of them. Tons of them every week. Copyright notices. Can't monetize anything. And I can't make a community, which really stinks. Yeah. All right. Here we go. We're going to do some playing. Here we go. Where is it? First, let's get the song set up. There it is. All right, now we just do this. 1111. Look at that. Let's see. Can we type it in everybody's? Yeah. Hey, Mike Shanner's in the house. Hello, Mike. Hope you're doing well. All right. Whoa. What's going on? Cool. Let's see here. What's next? Let's have a look at the list. Aha! There we go. Thank you, Coldy. Coldacre in the house. Go check out Coldacre's channel. He's got some cool stuff. Originals. All kinds of stuff. Got the spoons going on for Gary Hubbs, who's on vacation this week. On vacation. The Hubbs man. All right. What do we have next? Ah, that's what we have next. Oh. Will the colorful frets mess me up? I don't know. Vince Dude Janela Bro. Well, thank you. Hello. Thank you, Kubrick Lover. Man, I can't talk. Anyway. Where are we at here with the songs? Okay, so we're going to put that one. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I was going to do this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do an original. There you go. Here's an original for you. Do I need to switch guitars? I know what happened last week. I don't know. I think we're going to skip over that one. Oh, we're going to do some blues. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do some blues. Here we go. Blues for Shell. She's driving. She won't be blue. Soon she will be home and she will be happy again. That's what we'll do. Blues for Shell. Haha, there we go. Vince, type 1117 in the chat and tap your. What? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, sure. Oh, that's great. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? That was an original blues tune called Blues Monday. Are any blues tunes originals? Are they, though? All right. Let's see if I can do this one. I feel in the mood for... Nope, not on this guitar, I don't think. Damn it. Where's my microphone? There we go. We're just going to stick with originals. I'm not in the mood for that one. Too much thinking. Hey, Shell's back. All right. So we'll do the big medley for Shell. Yeah. Where is that? Where are you at? There it is. Zip, zip. Excuse me. All right, we got to move that over to here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Arabi. Thanks, James. Thanks, Kubrick Lover. Yes, you got it. You're very welcome. What's this? I'm not dating myself. I forgot more than I care to talk about. Oh, yes. All right. Next. Okay, there it is. Is that it? Yep. Very good, very good. All right, well, thank you all for being here. As usual, I appreciate everybody who hangs out every Monday, and I appreciate the new viewers who are stopping in and saying hey. And those of you who don't say hey, I appreciate you too. But it would be cool if you did say hey, because there's a lot of you hanging out in the background, and I get it. You don't want to chat, and it's cool. But it's just nice to know who's hanging. So, again, I appreciate everybody. Got Lori's spoon. Lori's mishmash got me a dozen of these really cool guitar spoons. Yeah. We have merch. VG mugs. Monday Night Live mugs. Monday Night Live shirts. Hats. I need tank tops and things like summer things. I have to get on that. Yeah. Hey, Les is in the house. Hello, Les. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. All right. What are we doing next? We are doing the big medley and some wiping out and some Miserloo for Shell. But I lost Wipeout. Where'd it go? Of course it's gone. Well, I'll come back after I do this. And then we'll do those. But right now we're going to do... Where did it go now? Now I messed myself up. We're going to do Big Medley first. Yeah. Vince, yes, you need to sell me a tank top so I'm not always wearing my Hubs one. Yes. All right. That's cool. Vince is playing stuff I can't find in my pile of files. Awesome. All right. Here we go. I've located my backing track. This one's for Shell. And away we go. Hey, well, that was fun. Let's see. How's everybody doing tonight? AMC, what's up? James, what's up? Whoop, what happened? There we go. Thank you for the surfs. Yeah. We have 1,211 comments. Thank you, sir. And you're very welcome. Yeah. 12. Robbie, you were the 1,212th comment. 1212. Let's see. Thank you. Let's see. Great. How's you doing, Vince Janella? I'm doing okay, thank you. All is well. Yeah. It's all good. Let's see. What's going on this week? More teaching. Lots of students this week. Yeah. Wow, you're welcome, Shell. Oops. Can I get that? There we go. You're very welcome, and thank you. I'm going to see about getting you some tracks, Lori. I know you have a lot of other stuff going on, but maybe if I just get the tracks done, whether you get them done or not, it's not a big deal. Uh-oh, did I freeze? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I froze. Let's see. Yep, that camera has frozen. We need to shut it off and turn it on. Uh-oh. It's dead. But you hear me. Alright. What happened here? Well, I was going to switch guitars anyway, so we'll leave it on that camera. Alright. And let me investigate the situation. What is going on with my camera? Oh, man. What is happening here? So bear with me, people. Oh, boy. Alright, so that's going up to there. That's going there. It looks like everybody's plugged in. Everybody is not plugged in. And the battery died on my camera. Alright, so let's see. Let's give it a second while I switch guitars. Maybe it'll come back. Alright. Yeah, I did a little recording last night, and I must have accidentally unplugged that guy. Alright, I think that's enough time. Oh, nice. Alright, it's working. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. Bear with you. Not bear with Vince. Alright, is it gonna work? Are you gonna show up? Okay. Hey, there it is. Okay. We're good. We're back. Alright. Hey. Via Konmatsi. Hello. Do you still have Parker DF842AB? I absolutely do. That was the first guitar that Wendy ever gave me. Yep. I still have it. Maybe I'll pull that out too real quick. It has some issues with some frets, but maybe I can mess around with something here. What can I do that won't have a problem with the fret? That's what I need to figure out. Let's see. Well, I can just show it to you. That's all. That's what we'll do. Let's get it. Let's grab this bad boy. This thing is beautiful. Alright. Get the proper strap. This guitar is amazing. Look at this thing. But we have some fret problems that I have to get fixed. I had it fixed once, or twice now. But I need to find a Parker specialist, and Ken Parker won't do it, unfortunately. I got in touch with him. It's too big of a job, and he's got so many things going on with his arch tops. So, yeah. So this is the Adrian Blue Signature Parker Fly, one of 2 models that he has. I was endorsed by these guys for many years, and yeah, and unfortunately they went out of business. Yeah, but this thing plays great. Haha, don't fret over it, but bump. That's funny. Filming 4K for my OnlyFlams drains the battery in an hour or so. Yeah, actually, this camera's been on since this morning. So this camera has been on for lessons all day. I started teaching at 11 this morning. Yeah. And I left it on. And apparently that battery lasts almost 12 hours. Because it was around 11 o'clock when the thing died out. Let's see. Ah, cool. I have the same one in silver. Problem is, the previous owner removed all the special electronics. Oh my god. What a knucklehead. So, if you go to the Parker Fly Clone, flyclone.com, and you need to get in touch with my friend VJ Manzo, and they have a huge database of where you can get parts, who works on them, and whatnot. So maybe you can locate yourself all the stuff that you need to get it back up and running. But this guitar is super special. It has the 13 pin for the Roland guitar synth GR55 or whatever GR products you want to use. It has the Sustainiac, and it has a piezo pickup, so I can do acoustic sounds and electric sounds and all the crazy guitar synth sounds and infinite sustain sounds. So the guitar is pretty amazing. But once I get up here, I lose it because the frets. The one guy that worked on it didn't know what he was working on, even though I told him, and he didn't realize a few things. So unfortunately, I need someone who will take on the job of refretting the whole thing. And these aren't normal frets. These frets are glued onto a carbon fiber strip. There are no what they call fret. What the heck is that word? I can't think right now. But they don't get hammered into the neck. So that's how it works. Yeah. Anyway, this guitar is pretty crazy. It plays amazing. But unfortunately, I had to raise the action to get even these frets to work over here. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, let's do a little James Bond. Yeah. Drumborn. Isn't it so pretty? So I love blue and I love black. You recognize anything? Right? Fret tangs, thank you, yes. Fret tangs. There are no fret tangs. These are just flat, very specific frets. They have like a little weird grip on the back so that you can get them into the spot and then glue them on. Yeah. So I guess you just Google luthier near me. Nah, not for this. This is very specialized. I need someone who really knows what they're doing, and I really know what I'm doing, and I don't want to do it. I'd rather have someone who's got way more experience. So, again, the guy you want to talk to for Parker stuff is VJ Manzo, and get over to Fly Clone. He has suggested a couple folks to me, so it's just a matter of me getting myself over there and having them fix it. But yeah, this whole guitar is space age material. It's a wood core. It has carbon fiber on the back, very thin piece of carbon fiber, and a very thin piece of carbon fiber for the neck fretboard. The rest of it's wood. This is made of mahogany, solid mahogany neck and body. So it's a really, really cool guitar. Alright, so we're going to try and play 007 on this guitar without fretting out, as you will call it. My original that I used to love playing on this, I don't think I can do. Nope. Dead fret right there. Anyway. Yeah, these guitars were way, way ahead of their time. Way ahead of their time. They're not built like normal guitars. And all my other Parkers are in amazing shape. And I'll probably pull the other blue one out and do some tunes on that. But that's my oldest Fly. I got it in '95, and it looks brand new. So, all right, let's see. Cool. So hang on, and let's get the other tune together. So, oh yeah, I forgot to say, we're at, what is it? 2 hours and 38 minutes. We are at 1,302 comments, and we had such a great crowd tonight. I appreciate everybody. Hey, Shell. I actually have another Parker Fly, same style body, in that green, just like Shell posted. But it's a 7-string. It's like one of a few made. This one's also one of 3. No, because they're lifting, so they have to be taken off and re-glued. That's the problem. I think it was this year and a couple of other random guitars. They changed the glue, and the glue they used does not work properly. Oh wow! That's awesome. I'm a frequent poster on the Fly Clone forum. I am located in Germany, and importing things like the Sustainiac come with a really high import taxes. Yeah. And the RMC pickups can't be found anywhere. I'll tell you what. The one guy that I deal with is Patrick Cummings. He's the owner of Brian Moore Guitars. And he's the one who started these in the Brian Moore guitars. He was using these RMCs. He's replacing all of his. He even offered to replace mine, and he said he's one of the guys that I might have fix this guitar. He actually took out RMCs on my other Fly and put in the I can't remember the name of it. I'm so terrible with tech stuff. But the other ones that aren't RMCs, they're much more reliable. So yeah, that's what you want. So that's cool. So you know about Fly Clone. So you're hooked up. You just got to find people in Germany. That's the problem. And I got to find someone reliable here in the New Jersey, New York area. So I really don't want to ship it. They have a guy in Chicago that they talk about. I just don't want to. Graph Tech, thank you. Yes. See, you're better with the tech stuff. The Graph Tech saddles are supposedly better than these. And what was he saying about it? So there's like a little gold piece here. Let's do this. Is it this one? Yeah. Great camera angle. Look at that. So these little gold pieces, these are the pickups for the piezo pickup. But there's twofold here. There's this piece that sits on top of the other gold piece. And these break. So that's why he said that he's switching everything on his Brian Moore guitars from these RMCs to the Graph Tech. Yep, because these don't track as good either, according to him. And he's pretty technical. He has a website called iGuitar Workshop, if you want to check out Patrick Cummings, and maybe he can suggest some stuff for you over in Germany. I don't know, but anyway, just a suggestion. All right, so I'll play a little bit on this. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it won't fret out. All right, here we go. Whee! Well, that's a fun song to play. And this is a fun guitar to play. I'm realizing how much I missed playing this thing. I got to get these frets fixed because this thing is a beast. Wow. It's really cool. That Sustainiac, I missed that. Got to get that happening again with this guitar. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. So, what do we have? We're getting close to time. 10 minutes left. Bond. James Bond. James Mayers. Some of those James Bond films are so rewatchable. Oh, they all are. They're great. They're so cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so maybe can I do one more song on this guitar? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Let's see. What do we have fret-wise? No, I don't think so. Yeah. That darn fret. Bummer. Thank you. I love this thing. It's so sleek. I'll show you guys the back. So, check this out. So, in true Parker fashion, it has, they call it a V-joint. It's a special joint here that he connects the body and the neck. So, there's actually no heel, and it's super comfortable. And it sits really nice. It's like top 6 pounds. I don't even know. This is a heavier one because it's mahogany. So, it's a tiny bit heavier. But the weight on this is just so comfortable. And it is perfectly balanced. So when you let it go, it just hangs right where it needs to be. Yeah, and I love these, like, all this etching and contour that he designed on the guitar. It's really cool. And this is nice and comfortable for your arm. It's cut away a little bit here, so it's got a nice place to put your arm comfortably without. And then again, the back, the V joint. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. So Ken is like so far ahead of his time. Look at how thin it is. Right? Look at it from here. Super thin. It's like thinner than one of those Ibanez Sabre guitars. Yeah. Let's get this back here. All right, back to this view. Whatever you did to get where you are, you did it right. Your playing is amazing, Vince. Thank you, Mike. It's a lot of practice and a lot of discipline and love for the instrument. I always play. There's always a guitar next to me. I got one upstairs, so it's in the bedroom, it's in the living room. I take one all over the place with me. Angelo is here. Angelo, did you just catch 007? I played a whole song on this guitar. I figured out what frets don't work, and I stayed away from them. Oh, bummer. I hope you caught it. You could rewind it if... No, it's not fixed. Not yet. I was just talking about how I'm such a slacker, and I got to get this thing fixed. But good to see you. Hope everybody is doing great on your end, Angelo. Vince Janella, yep, those are the 3 keys to mastering your craft. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you gotta love it, because if you don't love it, it's gonna be, irritating in work, and it shouldn't be. You know, I really honestly just don't think I've ever practiced where it was like, ugh. You know, maybe like the first few months when I couldn't get sounds out of it and I was really trying to press down and I had a terrible guitar and the action was really high. But that's like beginner stuff. You know, once you get past, and this is something I think is just advice for anyone who may know someone who's starting to play. You got to explain to them at the beginning everybody is terrible. You know, everybody is bad. There's no naturals. Now, there's people who argue that. The natural thing comes to somebody because they put the time in and then they get bitten by the desire to keep going. And then you become a natural because everything you do becomes part of you. Like the instrument becomes part of you. So, you know, that's it. You got to love it. And you got to really want to play. I'm sure anybody who's good that's hanging out here will, yeah, there we go. Mark has just agreed with me. You got to love what you do. It's never work. No. You know, practicing is not work. I enjoy practicing. You know, I sit upstairs without an amp on. I'll just take the guitar up with me and, you know, and I'll just sit and do like stupid like scale type stuff or arpeggios, you know, stuff like that. Work on picking. I always feel like my picking's my worst thing. I think most guitar players feel the same way, but you're always working on that. And see, that's something for me that's really easy. The hardest thing for me is soft touch. Tend to squeeze too hard on the fretboard. Yes, and that's definitely gonna hurt. So like, and it's gonna hurt your playing because you could never get, like when you listen to all the interviews with all the fast players, and it's so true. You know, I saw Randy Rhoads play, you know, like in videos years ago, and I saw Eddie Van Halen, and everybody looked so relaxed. So I really strived to play relaxed and loose. And then I started, you know, once videos started coming out and interviews, and I was obsessed with that stuff. I would go to the library, rent videos, and try and get anybody's opinion or take on how they play that I liked. And just hearing people talk about you have to be relaxed when you play. I'm sure it's the same with drums. You know, if you're stiff and you're not going to get the smoothness. So you just gotta really try your best to relax. All right, so we're at the end of the night here. I don't think I can do this song on here. Damn, I can't. Can I do it there? Well, let's try it. I'm going to try and do Sleepwalk on this guitar, and we're going to call it a night. So, everybody, thank you all for being here and coming by. We are at almost the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to do Sleepwalk. I'm going to dedicate this to Eileen. I'm also going to dedicate it to my buddy, if he's still hanging out, Angelo. I met Angelo at a Lou Palo gig, and I've known him ever since for years, going to see Lou and hanging out. So, yeah. I'm going to try my best to do Sleepwalk on this guitar. Let's see what happens. Alright, everybody. Here we go. Ah, you're welcome. Oh, let me go back to that. That's hilarious. You have a soft touch on the organ. Oh, my goodness. You're welcome, and everybody, I really appreciate you all hanging out. It was a great night. We're at 1,487 comments. Throw some stuff in the chat to really push it over. Maybe we can get to over 1,500 by the time I'm done, close to 1,600, and that would be awesome. You're welcome, Angelo, and I'm going to do my best to get through this without too many dead notes. Let's see what happens. Would help if I plugged the guitar in. I unplugged it, apparently, because I was going to switch guitars. Okay. Hey, Zach Thong, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Alright. So playing this guitar, it's like, I don't know. It's like having your favorite bicycle, or I don't know how to explain it. But this guitar is so amazing. Alright, here we go. made it through. Richard! That's right, just like the movie. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. That was fun with the Sustainiac in that solo section. That was fun. That was fun. Forget about it, eh? Hey, what's the matter for you, huh? All right, everybody. Have a great week. I really appreciate everybody hanging out, and I do want to thank everybody again for the super chats. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Wixom01. Thank you, Tone13. Thank you, Miss Brienne. Thank you, Shell. And thank you, Robbie. So, everybody, thank you so much. We got up to 1,606 comments. See that? Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you all for being here. And I will catch you all next week. And please be kind, be patient, be tolerant, because you never know what someone's going through. And I'll catch you all next time. Be well. And if you play an instrument, play loud. Peace. Thank you all.